Hello, I'm Alan Wilkins. You may or may not know me, but you would certainly know my tennis partner, my partner in television that is, Vijay Amritraj, a global icon in tennis. And amongst the many roles that Vijay performs, he's also president of the Tamil Nadu Tennis Association. Now, with Vijay's considerable input, we're now going to reflect on a century of tennis in a part of India that truly loves the sport.
It's truly hard to believe that it has been 100 years of the Tamil Nadu Tennis Association. So many people have done so many wonderful things to put Tamil Nadu tennis on the world map, not just on the national map, but on the world map.
In its 100th year now, the Tamil Nadu Tennis Association, the TNTA as it's known, remains one of India's oldest and most prestigious tennis bodies. Established in 1926, the TNTA has witnessed a century of tennis culture, hosting high-profile tournaments, including the Davis Cup, the Gold Flake Open, the Chennai Open, ATP Challenger events, and a WTA 250 as recently as 2022, the only one of its kind to be held in India to date. However, it's Tamil Nadu's Davis Cup legacy that remains a feather in its tennis cap. The state has been at the center of Davis Cup action, hosting 6 ties in 1956, 1962, 1973, 1977, 1979, and 2010. Players from Tamil Nadu have represented India in every Davis Cup edition since the 1950s, testament to its rich tennis heritage over the years. So it's no surprise that the last century has seen Tamil Nadu produce tennis legends, notably Ramanathan Krishnan, Vijay Amritraj, Anand Amritraj, and Ramesh Krishnan.
I think you've got to go back to 1962, which was my first visit to a Davis Cup match, as a matter of fact, very young in high school, here, middle school rather, to go and watch our own great Ramanathan Krishnan from Tamil Nadu play the great Rafael Ozuna from Mexico. To even dream that coming out of my city and my state, that I would be able to go back and play Davis Cup for my country for 20 years and do some wonderful things that not only pleased me, but hopefully pleased countrymen and women. I think that's the greatness of what we've been able to achieve over the last 100 years.
Tennis is a sport which was played those days only in the early morning. They used to play tennis in the morning from 6 to 8, 3 to 6. These are the tennis hours. Those days there was no lights at all available. My father had some land. Instead of building a house there, my father built a tennis court. For him, tennis court was preferable to a living house. We lived in a rented house and played tennis on our own court. This was the beginning of Tamil Nadu. In Tamil Nadu, I don't think anybody started this. This is novel. My father did it. He put lights also. So we put, I was going to school and college. So he'll put lights in the morning and teach me tennis.
With its rich history dating back to the 50s and 60s, the crowning moment for tennis in the state came in 1987, when India's Davis Cup finals team featured an all-Tamil Nadu lineup. Vijay Amritraj, Anand Amritraj, Ramesh Krishnan, S. Vasudevan, as well as Mr. P.L. Reddy, the manager and AITA honorary secretary.
The camaraderie was unbelievable, and the fact that the language in the locker room was only Tamil, so nobody else could understand it. And also the teams that we beat were all higher ranked than us. So Vijay was 35 at the time, I was 37. It was towards the tail end of our career, and to get to the final, beating Israel, Argentina and Australia was quite an accomplishment, even though we lost to Sweden in the final, which was really not a contest, because they laid down a special clay court for us. which was our worst surface.
Over the years, the TNTA has continued to produce tennis talent in abundance. Players like Sai Jayalakshmi, Rushmi Chakravarti, Ramkumar Ramanathan, and Sriram Balaji have become national champions, and the tennis in Tamil Nadu has only grown over the years.
I think it actually started with my starting to play and train at the TNTA's academy at Egmore Tennis Stadium in about maybe late '94. And that led to my winning the junior nationals in '95. And then in '96, I found myself on the national team, which was like, for me, like the biggest honor and privilege ever.
When I was young and coming up, we took our tennis very seriously. We were very dedicated, very disciplined, and there was no second option at all. And if the time was 6 o'clock to meet up for training, we'd all be there by 5:30 waiting for the coach. And the beautiful part was that the association provided wonderful opportunities. It was a very dynamic association. The administrators, they always made sure that there was a lot of tennis going on around the year.
Not many know this, but Egmore Stadium is an iconic sports landmark particularly for the tennis community. It shows how popular tennis was then, because in 1928 when this was a park, and later on when JPL Shenoy was a corporation commissioner who was an ardent tennis player, decided to build a stadium. In 1946 the stadium was inaugurated on 31st of December. And since then the stadium has seen many events which has seen the growth of Tamil Nadu tennis, especially from the 50s onwards. And the Egmore Stadium created a lot of events. We had the Nationals in 1954 when Ramanathan Krishnan beat Jack Armstrong of Australia. And then 1956 we had the Davis Cup team here, Davis Cup match against Malaysia. And that was the first ever Davis Cup tie held in Tamil Nadu.
But as Chennai evolved, so did its tennis landscape, with the SD80 Stadium in Nungambakkam becoming the prime venue for major tennis events in Tamil Nadu, notably the ATP 250 tournament. This included the Goldflake Open in 1998, in which tennis legends Boris Becker competed and Patrick Rafter won the tournament.
Pat Rafter just won the US Open. He was coming on strong. Becker, of course, was a big household name. He was past his peak, but still he was able to bring in the crowds. Pat Rafter, of course, won the event, but I remember that the first day Boris was getting on court, there was a full stadium. I don't remember, I mean, there was a special buzzer on the place. But I think the heat in April was a bit too much for him. I think while he won his first match, he did succumb to it. And then Pat Rafter went through, and I think the sponsors were very happy and the spectators were very happy.
Over time, the ATP 250 tournament, the Goldflake Open, transitioned to the Tata Open, which eventually gave way to the iconic tournament that put tennis in Tamil Nadu on the world map, the Chennai Open, which was the only ATP 250 global tennis event held in India for 21 consecutive years. These tournaments saw the SD80 Tennis Stadium host memorable matchups, including witnessing the rise of India's celebrated doubles pair of Leander Paes and Mahesh Bhupathi, who won the first 3 editions of the Goldflake Open here. Additionally, the legendary Chennai Open matches in the 2000s and 2010s saw stars like Rafael Nadal, Carlos Moya and Stan Wawrinka compete and win top honours. One of the more memorable matches of this era saw India's Somdev Devarman take on Marin Cilic in the 2009 Chennai Open final.
And in the final, yeah, playing against Cilic, I mean, there was just so many emotions over there, a lot of adrenaline, and to be fair, I think it was a good final. Both of us were young, unfamiliar territory for both. I'll tell you the things that I remember about that match is friends and family sitting in the crowd, watching it, cheering for me. The entire crowd was all behind me, and I saw my friends and people I grew up playing tennis with. And yeah, I know I lost the final, but honestly, when I look back at 2009, it's nothing but happy memories.
As tennis lovers in this city, which is known for tennis in this country, we all felt that we must have this tournament continue in Chennai. So we went to the government, and the Honorable Chief Minister was very, very proactive. And she got the Chief Secretary to write letters to all the industrialists in town. And so all of them joined together and contributed a fair amount of money. And this continued for a period from, I think, 2005 or 6 to 2018.
And with that, Rome moved on with 6-3.
Many agree, though, that Tamil Nadu's global tennis legacy began much earlier, with Ramanathan Krishnan, a two-time Wimbledon semi-finalist, and spearheading India's Davis Cup run to the Challenge Round in the 60s. Vijay Amritraj, a two-time Wimbledon and two-time US Open quarter-finalist in the 70s and 80s, and leading the Indian team to 2 Davis Cup finals. Ramesh Krishnan being a one-time Wimbledon and twice US Open quarter-finalist and playing a major role in enabling India to reach the Davis Cup final in the 80s. Or when Coimbatore-born Nirupama Sanjeev became the first Indian woman to feature in a Grand Slam singles draw. Or in the 60s when Chennai's very own Lakshmi Mahadevan won the Asian Championships.
I played all hardcore tournaments in India and I was ranked number 1 for that year, 64. The wonder of that ranking is that year, Krishnan and I won Asians. Both of us were ranked number 1. And to top it all, both of us come from the same school, which was absolutely wonderful for me because I don't think any other coach can boast of it.
The Tamil Nadu Tennis Association presses on for an expansion of the sport of tennis well beyond Chennai, with districts like Erode, Dindigul, Tuticorin, Coimbatore, Madurai, and Tiruchirappalli fostering a growing talent pool whose skills are being honed and developed like never before.
Maya, she's from Coimbatore, she's like really doing well now. Kavin Karthik and even Kandavel, they're all from Coimbatore and the small here nearby places. Ritin Pranav, who's from Karur, I think, he's also shining really well in the Indian circuit and also in the ITFs. They are in the right path and they are now in the right direction to get into the international scene where I think we can see somebody from this part of Tamil Nadu really coming up even in I think in Grand Slam level. I still feel that we have that talent here.
Today, the TNTA continues to look ahead with advanced initiatives like the Next Level, aiming to identify and nurture young talent from across the state. The future looks brighter than ever for Tamil Nadu and the Tamil Nadu Tennis Association. With its heritage, history and accomplishments fueling its journey, the state's tennis scene is poised for its next big leap.
When we look back at 100 years, we look at the great people that we stood on to be able to actually achieve something and do something more for junior tennis in our own state. I just hope that the people who follow us and my team, that we actually pull together juniors well enough to play at the Grand Slams, to do things that are special as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, special as far as India is concerned, more than anything else, represent our country on the world stage.
A century of tennis has given Tamil Nadu a rich tapestry of tennis memories, with the family names of Krishnan and Amritraj synonymous with putting the Tamil Nadu Tennis Association on the world's tennis map. Let's hope that many more family names make their mark in the next 100 years.